Horizon Chase Turbo is unapologetically arcade racing at its finest, and its sort of polygon style of simplistic design just marriages the gameplay so well that it's so enjoyable. As you can see from it, it is pretty straightforward. You are going around this track. You kind of feel like there's only certain lanes to it, 2, 3, 4, 5, depending on the races. As you get later on in the game, it gets less lanes because it gets tougher, and you got to race against up to 20 or up to 19 other racers. And the thing is you've got to find your way to slalom in between them, because banging into them is not good, because if you hit into the back of them, you will slow down and they can get in the way, and it can be frustrating, especially near the end of a race or at a really tight sort of section where banging into a car once or twice can really send you back. But I think what makes this game such a success to me anyway is how fast and fluid it all feels. I think the art style is just absolutely brilliant. It's simplistic in some ways, but it's also so well done, as that flat sort of world sort of comes to life as you move along. It's just what you thought these games of these old races, like arcade racing games, look like, but obviously it looks so much better, this does, than they did. And this is actually what you're looking at right now is Nintendo Switch. And I think it looks excellent. It runs so smooth. There was never once I saw any frame rate slowdown. I think for this style of arcade racer, you need to have an absolute solid frame rate that feels fast and fluid, and that's exactly what this game offers. You will go, I think, to at least 10 different locations. It is a big game. There are tons of things to do. There are tons of races, tons of tracks. It does not skimp on content. And as you go through the race, you earn points, and these points are used to unlock new levels, new locations, as well as there are some sort of special stages to do, which you gotta go through, and it'll potentially unlock mods to your cars to make things faster, to make your grip better. And that's pretty much the career mode, but there is more than that. There is a challenge mode I have to talk about real quick, which I think is absolutely brilliant. Like it's basically races with modifiers on it. You may have unlimited boosts, it may be dark, it may be raining, you may have certain enemies or racers to go up against, and what it does is it keeps things feeling consistently fresh. Like you never feel like you're running out of stuff to do or it gets repetitive. And I think for a racing game, especially these types of racing games, it can be very tough to keep people engaged with over a long stretch of time, but this definitely did it for me. I think this game, it looks brilliant and it plays so well. Like just watching as the track goes from day to dusk to night, and the skyline changes, and it all just looks absolutely beautiful. I loved playing this game, and I think after I finish this review, I'll go back and get gold in absolutely every race, because it is so hard to put down. And it's a perfect place on Nintendo Switch. It's on other systems, but I think it's just absolutely at home on Nintendo Switch.